You are watching Plugged In, giving you exclusive access to your favorite music celebrities. We don't only talk to artists here in the studio, but we talk to the fans out on the street. From red carpets to concerts and festivals, to one-on-one interviews, we'll get you the scoop on the latest in music news. You are now plugged in. Hey, this is Kiki Ayers with Entertainment Scoop. You're watching another episode of Plugged In. Right now we have the beautiful singer, songwriter, and actress, V. Bozeman. How are you doing, love?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So great to speak to you as always.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So what I loved about you is that, you grew up in a church, and people that grow up singing in a church are just like the best singers ever. I know the opening scene of Empire, amazing. You almost made me cry, and I'm not a crier. I was just like, yes, V, do it. It was so great. So tell me how you were growing up in church as a singer. How was Baby V in church?
Baby V in church she was a little spitfire. I mean, that was the first platform, that I was able to experience as far as touching people, touching their hearts and their souls. So that was always a big part of, my mission is to always get to the hearts and souls of the people. And in church, you can't do it better than that, Definitely. So very authentic, and just soulful. And I just learned from so many people that was always around. And, I was thankful to get that experience, one of my very first experiences, which was the most important. So yeah,
absolutely. Mm-hmm. Who are some singers that you kind of looked up to when you were growing up?
For sure, Whitney Houston. That's number one on my list. Very connected to her. I love B.B. Winans. I love Aretha Franklin. I loved Anita Baker, Tina Turner. A lot of soul singers, real like Diana Ross, real, superstars, but they were for sure they just were so authentic and natural in their greatness. Those are the singers that I've always looked up to. So yeah.
Definitely. So how did you go from being this little church singer to looking up to all these amazing singers to being discovered by Timberland?
I've been in the shadows for a long time. I'm in the industry, I met Timberland when I had that run with Timothy Bloom and till the end of time, and we cultivated a friendship from then. And he always said that he was gonna come back for me. I never really just took it to heart. I didn't really think he was going to do it, but he really did. And ever since we got together, it's just been magic. The music is amazing. The friendship is amazing. And he's just been a great mentor for me. And we have great music coming.
I believe that. I feel like anyone he touches is successful, period. Yeah. So.
Timberland he's a beast.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I know What Is Love hit over 4 million views on YouTube, close to 5 now.
Yes, it's on 5.
What was your reaction when you saw those numbers?
I didn't know that What Is Love would do this.
Right.
But I do know that when you're authentic with singing your song and being truthful with your art, and when people see that, it resonates. So I think that happened with What Is Love, and it's a universal language, love is, and it just struck the chord with people, and I'm grateful for it. I definitely wasn't expecting the feedback or the reaction, but I'm grateful. Yeah.
What is love to you?
What is love? I mean, that's for me, one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yes.
I don't know what is love. I think that's why I'm singing it. It's a general question. I think we're all trying to figure out exactly what it is. It's a plethora of things. I think God is love. I think, unconditional love that's a form of love. I think we're still trying to find it as human beings. It's a part of the human condition, and I think if we operate at our best and show each other genuine happiness and support for each other, then we can get to that. But pure love, I don't know.
Definitely. Are you in love at all right now?
Absolutely not.
She's absolutely not.
But I am in love with my music. That's why my album is called Music Is My Boyfriend.
You better go, girl. You better work. She said, with my music. That's so amazing. One thing I love about you is you're so original, your image. I know when a lot of singers come up, especially black singers, they try to lighten their skin or do the straight hair or, or half naked all the time. What was it that made you want to stay true to yourself?
I think that I figured out in my journey of life that I was enough, and it really kind of actually happened when I did cut my hair off, because I didn't have the idea of cutting my hair off. It would just bring on this new idea of or a new sense of who I was. I wasn't going for that. I just wanted to start over and get my hair back healthy, seriously. Awesome. But when I did it, I finally looked in the mirror and I saw myself in its natural form, and I loved it. And I was like, I'm enough, and I'm gonna rock this. Yeah. And I just kept it, and it just worked for me, and that's how it's helped me. It's helped me just to not depend on bells and whistles,
Definitely. Was there ever a time where management or even Timberland tried to get you to change your image?
Absolutely not. Okay. Timberland has always supported who I am in its full capacity of what you see, and he's done nothing but lift me up and celebrate my artistry, celebrate me, encourage me, and just, love on me, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
I was at the Eric, Benet and Friends concert. Did your thing out there. My favorite part is when you were on stage with Cee-Lo. How was it working with Cee-Lo?
I mean, it was
performing. Y'all did.
It was amazing. We definitely have a friendship. We have a bond, and he's been one of my other musical mentors, and I've learned so much from him. I always say in my interviews that he's like a musical dictionary. I was just like a sponge during the time that I spent with him, learning music, learning people that I had no idea who they were before, musicians and artists. And I'm thankful for that time that I spent with him, and we're always gonna be friends forever, and always gonna, do music together forever, and we just have that bond, and it was all the way live on Friday.
Right. What was your favorite part about performing during the show?
My favorite part is always just exchanging energy with the people, because that's where I get to connect with the people, and that's where I get to really see for myself, if what I'm doing is on point, and when I get that good positive energy, I'm like, okay, I'm on track, and I get to touch the hearts of the people and see their eyes and just see them, one-on-one. That does it for me.
And LA has a tough crowd, so if they feel like you're doing something right.
Absolutely, because they will look at you like boo-boo kitty, like, right. But yeah, I love my peoples.
Well, congrats on all the success of Empire. Amazing show. So tell me the story about how you came to get casted and be a part of it, and that opening scene, girl.
I mean, it was amazing because Timberland, like we all know, he executive produced the music. And I did a piece called Race Jones that I had been sitting on for so long that me and Cee-Lo had did together. And I knew, like, once I showed this piece that something was going to happen. I didn't know what, but I knew something was going to happen. Definitely. And Timberland saw it and just went ham, girl. He was like, I got to show Lee this. He's doing this whole series, about music, and I think you fit perfectly, with it. So he showed Lee, and Lee called my management immediately. Wow. And, I called to read, and that was that. And I'm here now, so I'm so thankful for that. And I'm thankful for Race Jones for opening that for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Were you expecting the show to be as big as it is?
I knew it was going to be huge.
Yeah.
Did I know it was going to be like this cultural phenomenon? Because it's really a cultural phenomenon. Definitely with Empire.
Definitely is.
And but I did know it was going to be huge. And I just think that Lee Daniels and Danny Strong, they've really pulled out the big guns for this. And Fox has really promoted and marketed this series just to the limits. And it's done extremely well, and it's resonated with the people. So I'm just happy about it and with the success and everything.
Definitely. When it's all said and done, what do you want V. Bozeman to be remembered for?
just a universal artist, just a universal soul singer that wants to touch the hearts and the soul of the people. That's my mission statement. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, girl. Love it, love it. Yeah. Tell me about your upcoming projects. You have a lot. I don't even start naming them. I want you to tell me about.
Oh my God, I have an upcoming project called Opera Noir that I did with Timberland. It's a collaborative project between him and I, and it'll be, well, the first single will be out in May called Smile, but this album is dynamic. I just can't wait till it comes out. Then my album will be following that album called Music Is My Boyfriend. It's dynamic too because it's birthed, out of Opera Noir, and I'm so extremely proud of it. I'm so happy that I got to work with Jim Beans. That's the, writer and producer that Timberland assigned to a lot of the Empire songs that you hear. Yeah. He worked a lot with Opera Noir on my project, and he's amazing. And I'm just happy just to, share this good music with the world and just start, performing and connecting with the people and just spreading love all around the world, because that's what it's about, Mm-hmm.
Any collaborations on either album?
Actually, on Music Is My Boyfriend, I do have collaborations. I have one with Too Short. Hopefully, I'll get one with Kendrick. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Me too, girl. I want to hear that. I want to hear y'all two together. That's something.
Right?
Yes.
It'd be dope. And then Tink, we did a song together. That's amazing. So, yeah, not too many, but, in a fan band, that's how I like to keep it.
Definitely.
And it's some good collabs.
All right. So when y'all watch this interview, you're going to have to, at Kendrick Lamar, tell him you need to do something with V, because we all want to see that.
Absolutely.
So where can people follow you? I know where to follow you because I follow you and stalk you all the time. But where can people follow you that don't know?
You can follow me on Twitter, _V, or Instagram, V Bozeman. I'll be on there, and I like to exchange with my fans and, engage with them. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.